Yeah, that feeling, right. When you want to wake up just feeling fantastic, loads of energy.
Yeah, we all chase that kind of vibrant feeling.
Well, today on the deep dive, we're going to dig into some ideas about how maybe what we eat impacts that. One of you shared a really thought-provoking YouTube transcript. It's from Infinite Waters called 5 Foods to Never Eat.
Ah, right.
And we thought, okay, let's explore the perspective here. Think of it as our way of getting to the heart of these suggestions without you needing to watch the whole video.
Exactly. And our mission, really, for this deep dive is to understand the why. Why are these 5 food groups suggested to be avoided in this video?
Right. Not just what, but why.
Exactly. And also look at the alternatives offered. It's important to remember, and the video says this too, it's a personal view.
Sure.
But exploring different ideas, well, that can be valuable when you're thinking about your own well-being.
Okay, let's jump in then. First food group on the never eat list, artificial sweeteners and enhancers. The video calls out things like sodas, fizzy drinks, high fructose corn syrup, aspartame, MSG, monosodium glutamate.
Yeah, the usual suspects in some ways. So the core argument against them in the video?
What is it?
Well, the idea presented is that these things can mess with your blood sugar levels.
Okay.
Which could overwork the pancreas, maybe increasing diabetes risk, and for MSG specifically.
Yeah.
The concern raised is it might act as an excitotoxin. The theory, as presented, is that it contains glutamate, which is a neurotransmitter, and maybe too much could, overstimulate nerve cells.
That sounds pretty serious. An excitotoxin. So what alternatives does the video suggest? Because just saying avoid this isn't super helpful, right?
Good point, yeah. For sweeteners, it leans towards natural options, things like dates, maple syrup, raw cane sugar, even bananas are mentioned.
Bananas, interesting. And for the drinks, sodas and stuff.
Mountain spring water is the recommendation there. The idea being it helps oxygenate cells and avoids calcium depletion, which the video links to processed drinks. And what's interesting, too, is the caution against things labeled low-fat or diet.
Ah, because they often add back sugar or salt.
Exactly. To make up for the missing fat flavor, you often get added sugars and salt. It's a common swap.
Makes sense. Okay, going back to MSG for a sec, are there natural ways to get that kind of flavor boost the video suggests?
Yes, it does. It suggests using natural herbs. Things like rosemary, cinnamon, parsley are mentioned as alternatives to MSG.
Right, flavor from whole ingredients.
That seems to be the theme, yeah. Finding flavor naturally, not synthetically. It's about moving towards less processed stuff.
Okay, a theme is emerging already. Let's see if it holds. What's number 2?
Number 2.
Margarine. Margarine. Okay, this one's been debated for ages, hasn't it? What's the video's reason for avoiding it?
The main thing highlighted is the potential for high levels of trans fats.
Trans fats.
Yeah. The video suggests these can lead to higher cholesterol levels. And, generally nutritional science isn't a fan of trans fats, often formed when oils are hardened. They tend to raise the LDL, the bad cholesterol.
Right. Got it. So if margarine's out, what does the video say we should use instead for cooking or spreading?
It offers quite a few alternatives, actually. Coconut oil gets a mention.
Okay.
Specifically citing lauric acid, potential immune benefits, healthy fats, all that. Coconut water is also listed, interestingly.
Water.
For fat. Well, maybe more as part of a healthy profile. It focuses on its potassium and electrolytes. But for oils, it also suggests flaxseed oil, hemp seed oil, avocado oil, praising them for being nutrient-dense and potentially good for cardiovascular health.
Okay, quite a few options there. Moving on then. Number 3.
Refined grains. Specifically, white rice and white bread are the examples given.
Right, the white stuff. What's the argument against these?
There are a couple of points. First, it suggests they're acidic. Now, acidic here might be used in a broader sense than just pH after digestion.
Okay. Like an effect on the body?
Kind of. It's tied into some alternative health ideas about body balance. The worry expressed is this perceived acidity creates an environment where maybe bacteria, yeast, fungus, mold can thrive more easily.
Yeah. And the second point?
That white bread is bleached, and this process strips out nutrients.
Right, takes the goodness out. So the advice is, avoid the white versions. What are the swaps?
Pretty straightforward swaps suggested. Brown rice for white rice, brown bread for white bread, basically the whole grain versions.
Makes sense.
But then it goes further, highlighting wheat and gluten specifically as being quite acidic from this viewpoint.
Oh, really? Wheat and gluten?
Yeah. And it uses this really vivid phrase for gluten, calls it glue to the power of 10.
Wow. Glue to the power of 10. What's the idea behind that?
The implication is that it can make the intestines sort of stick together, hindering, toxin elimination.
That's quite an image. Did he mention anything else about refined grains? I thought there was something about mucus.
Yes, exactly. The video explains mucus production can be the body's response to irritation.
Oh.
And the argument is eating lots of these refined grains, seen as acidic, triggers excess mucus, the body trying to protect itself, maybe.
And that becomes a problem.
Yeah, like a blocked nose, congestion, that sort of thing. So, as better alternatives overall, beyond just brown rice and bread, it really recommends quinoa and buckwheat.
Quinoa and buckwheat.
Yeah, pointing out buckwheat is actually a fruit seed and saying both are packed with vital nutrients.
Got it. Okay, number 4. This is something pretty much everyone has. Table salt. Sodium chloride. What's the issue with regular table salt, according to the video?
The claim is that standard table salt is a big reason for fluid retention.
Water weight?
Exactly, leading to weight gain. And also that it contributes to high blood pressure, making the heart work harder. The idea seems to be that it's maybe too refined, lacking other beneficial minerals.
So are there other salts it recommends? I think it listed a few.
It did. Specifically mentioned were Celtic sea salt, pink Himalayan crystal salt, and Hawaiian black lava sea salt.
Fancy salts.
Well, the key benefit highlighted for these is their supposed high mineral content. It mentions 84 trace minerals.
84. Wow.
Yeah, and suggests they have potential healing properties, offering more than just the sodium chloride.
Okay, interesting. That brings us to the last one, number 5. Deep-fried foods. I remember a personal story here.
That's right. The creator mentioned that when they stopped eating fries, specifically, their skin improved noticeably.
Okay. And the general arguments against deep-fried stuff.
Quite a few. High in oil, obviously, which is linked to high cholesterol and trans fats again.
Right.
Also, a concern about cancer risk due to free radicals produced during high-heat frying.
Free radicals, okay.
And it mentions increased triglycerides, that's fats in the blood, and contributing to clogged arteries.
So, quite a list of potential problems. Did it touch on enzymes with fried foods?
It did, yeah. It stressed how important enzymes are for digestion and that they're found in living, raw foods.
But frying kills them.
Exactly. The high heat destroys them. The video mentions enzymes denaturing above about 116 degrees Fahrenheit or around 47 Celsius.
So the food lacks its own digestive help.
That's the idea. The body then has to use up its own resources, its own enzymes from healthy cells to digest this enzyme-dead food. Puts a strain on the system.
And the alternative approach suggested.
Eating foods closer to their natural state, ideally organic and closer to body temperature. You use the image of like picking fruit straight from the tree.
Simple and natural.
Okay.
So we've gone through all 5. Artificial sweeteners, enhancers, margarine, refined grains, table salt, and deep-fried foods. Looking back, what are the main takeaways, the kind of core themes from this video's perspective?
Well, the really big theme seems to be a push away from anything highly processed or refined.
Right.
And a strong pull towards natural whole food alternatives. There are these recurring concerns about blood sugar impact, potential toxicity from additives.
Inflammation, too.
Yeah, inflammation comes up implicitly. And disrupting the body's natural balance or homeostasis, it's really about encouraging mindfulness, being aware of what you're putting in your body and the potential effect.
It definitely makes you think, doesn't it, about your own choices. And it leads back to those really powerful questions the video asked at the end.
Which were?
You are either eating to live or you are eating to die. What are you eating? And then the greater question should be, what's eating you?
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty strong stuff.
It really is.
They are definitely provocative questions, aren't they? Making you think about your relationship with food beyond just fuel. What else is going on?
Well, thanks for diving deep into this perspective with me. It's certainly given us plenty to chew on.
Absolutely. And for you listening, remember, take these ideas, consider them alongside your own knowledge, your research, what feels right for your own health journey. It's one perspective.
Exactly. And maybe thinking about these points has sparked some new thoughts for you. Perhaps it's not just about calories or basic nutrients, but about choosing foods consciously. Foods that, as the video suggests, help you feel truly vibrant and, well, alive. Definitely something to ponder further.